You are standing outside the High Court, King's Bench Division. In a few moments, you will step inside to represent Richard Marks. Your client is a roofing contractor. He completed a contract to build 50 garage roofs, and he is owed exactly £150,000. The dispute centers on 13 of those roofs. The defendant, Master Builder Homes, refuses to pay any of the £150,000, alleging these specific units are defective. Your objective is to stand before a district judge and secure a summary judgment in a 15-minute window. You face an immediate complication. Over the lunch recess, you discovered an obscure, adverse case law that damages your client's position. This scenario tests your ability to adapt. While memorizing the law is a baseline requirement, the SQE2 Oral Assessment demands the dynamic execution of that knowledge under pressure. Survival requires anchoring to strict statute, filtering factual noise, and navigating ethical hazards in real time. Reaching the Day One Solicitor standard involves transforming static legal knowledge into a structured, persuasive oral performance. Courtroom persuasion fails when it relies on appeals to general fairness. Every submission must tie directly to a specific procedural threshold. Civil Procedure Rule Part 24 provides the defining mechanism for a summary judgment through a strict two-limb test. To succeed, you must prove the first mandatory limb, that the defendant has no real prospect of successfully defending the claim. You must also satisfy the second limb, proving there is no other compelling reason for a trial to take place. This dual threshold acts as a rigid filter. Every fact extracted from the client's file must target one of these two requirements. Without explicitly satisfying both structural components of this anchor, the application will collapse under judicial scrutiny. The IRAC method, issue, rule, application, and conclusion, functions as a dynamic roadmap to keep the judge oriented during your submissions. The central issue is whether the defendant can realistically defend the debt claim for the 37 non-defective roofs. The governing rule is the statutory anchor we previously identified, CPR Part 24. During the application phase, we strip away the emotional noise and isolate the undisputed admissions found in the defendant's own witness statement. While the contract covers 50 roofs, the defendant's witness explicitly admits that only 13 are actually defective. The defendant also claims the defective roofs damage the housing estate's reputation. We neutralize this by noting the houses have not yet been offered for sale. Applying CPR Part 24 to these filtered facts confirms a clear legal reality. The defendant has zero prospect of defending a claim for the 37 undisputed units. SQE2 examiners looks at the distinction between a merely correct legal application and a comprehensive one. This scenario triggers SRA Code of Conduct Paragraph 2.7, which governs the mandatory disclosure of adverse authorities. This creates a direct conflict. Your duty to advance your client's commercial interests is now at odds with your paramount duty to the court. The strict regulatory requirement is extremely clear. You must proactively draw the judge's attention to the damaging precedent without waiting to be asked. Professional integrity is tested by how you ethically manage unexpected information that undermines your own case. Once the legal and ethical foundations are secure, you must execute the physical delivery of courtroom etiquette. Speak at a measured pace. Use clear verbal signposting to tell the judge when you are moving to the next ground, ensuring they can take accurate notes. Reading verbatim from a script breaks eye contact and stifles engagement. It is a common cause for failure in the assessment. Use a modular advocacy plan with brief bullet points linked directly to your legal tests. Courtroom presentation requires conversational agility. You must be prepared for interventions, answer the judge's question, and resume your submissions seamlessly. The overarching goal of the SQE2 is demonstrating Level 3 competence, the standard required to qualify as a Day One solicitor. Oral mechanics only succeed when they serve as a precise vehicle for legal reasoning and factual filtering. Reaching the Day One standard demands absolute statutory grounding, agile IRAC application, and uncompromising ethical integrity. Advocacy relies on structural mastery. It involves transforming the chaos of a client's reality into a legally comprehensive conclusion.